everyone, I'm Vicky. Before my presentation's beginning, I will ask you a question. How can the traditional cultures be in full play of its modern values? Today, I will focus on the lantern festivals and noodle makers and explore their values in the modern times. First of all, I want to introduce you is the lantern festivals. The lantern festival just ended in a while ago. This year is the year of the dragon, so the lantern area are planned of the dragon theme. I went to the lantern festival with my family, and there are the two lanterns area impressed me a lot were the green energy and the lights in the city. The first light district I want to introduce you is the green energy. All the lights in this area are powered by the green energy provides. This is not only the first of its kind in the country, but also it is to respond the environmental awareness to the people. Second, the light areas I want to share with you is the lights in the city. Now let's look at for these pictures. Since the founding of the cities, China has been famous for its water network and its canals, which both the China's prosperities in the cities also added some beauties in our life. And they will become the most important elements to our life for China's peoples. After talking about the lantern festivals, I will introduce you the more interesting. It's called the noodle makers. A girl, Huang Yunxian, who knows these traditional cultures is very well some adepts, and they will to ask her students to make an animation of it that to let more people to know these disappears traditional cultures. I was read her interviews, and there are sentences that struck me a lot. She said in the interview says, "My family is a noodle makers, and I make a stop motions animation because no one want to learn how to make the noodle makers. So I use this method to let more people to know these traditional cultures." Also, this is an answer that I asked in my beginnings of my presentations. In order for the traditionals, why can they to follow these values in our modern times? It is to innovate. So the traditionals can be the innovators to their values in our times now. Finally, let's summarize their values in the modern times. In case of the lantern festivals, there are combined the Taiwan and China stories. Also, they combine the traditional temple cultures and the sceneries in the Tainan. And the noodles makers, they are use a way to bring the disappearing cultures to a wider audience to the people. Thank you.
时间3分36秒。Now is Q&A section， 请评审提问。
Hey, I think you're concerned about the modern value of traditional culture is really impressive. And you mentioned about the Tainan, this festival. So, and another ideas about the noodle makers. What's the relationship about this?
There have not in relations because I think one day I saw the noodles makers on the news, and I think this idea is very special because the girls and her family is noodles makers, but now some people doesn't know what is the noodle makers, so she learned to make animations and then to let the traditional culture not be disappearing by the people, because she want to protect them to this time.
So, when you visit the Tainan festival, you see a lot of animations
The animation is for the noodles makers.
Yeah, I know, but they use the technology. That means they make like a story to show to a modern person. They don't know these issues. So when you visit the festival, do you see any familiar with this?
The one work I made me impressed is the energy kernel. Because behind this work, the author said with me is the don't give up. Just when you feeling in the difficulties or failures, because there will become some new trends from our success.
Okay, thank you very much.